Hello everyone, I'm sending you so much love, please receive it. So I wanted to share a few insights and maybe some tips, tools, techniques to help anyone who is seeking healing for your heart. I've spent the last 2 days in solitude, mostly, in meditation and practice and stillness and isolation, just really sitting within my heart. And sometimes we really need to be able to do that, to create that space, to create the shift and the changes that we may be seeking or longing for. Someone recently was asking me, in my experience, how have I dealt with pain of the heart, heartbreak, pain from love. And my answer, purely based on my own experiences in life thus far, was that I've had to acknowledge and really love the pain. And I actually had this insight many years ago, I think when I was on a meditation retreat. We have to really, in order to heal and transform what really creates pain in our hearts, the disturbance, we have to be able to love the pain. And I can't obviously speak for people that have chronic pain in a physical sense. I haven't had that experience, and I don't want to be uncompassionate towards those that day to day live with severe pain. I'm speaking about the heart pain, the pain from what disturbs us, what's toxic in our hearts, the emotional pain that could be stored in our hearts, the pain from a loss of love, a loss of a loved one, heartbreak, all those heart pains. And it takes a lot of courage and definitely the ability to really look truthfully within. And it is a process. It can take however amount of time is needed. But it's really, at the end of the day, being able to search inside your heart for what is your true happiness, your true joy, because it is inside our hearts. And sometimes it can be very covered with the grey, dark clouds that come from so many different experiences in our life, and can be accumulated by many experiences and memories and hurt and suffering carried over from our past lives. When we can really work on acknowledging and having that courage to clear these dark clouds, the rain clouds, the thunder clouds, whatever it is that's blocking you from really knowing and living your true happiness and being connected to your true heart. This is really where the power is, where your power is. And it's actually really good to go deep into the pain that sits into our heart and really feel it. A lot of the times we can be living or acting from a place of obviously trauma, or even a lot of numbness. When I reflect, I can reflect on a lot of times when I felt a great sense of numbness in my heart and a lack of hope. So it's actually really good to feel those things and deep dive into that numbness, into that trauma. And these are things you can do on your own, but some people actually really need a guide, a therapist, a counsellor, someone to help them unpack. So of course I'm not saying that you have to do this on your own. I'm just sharing a little bit about my own process, and I'm someone that really likes to go deep into it and feel it and do this process on my own, because there's this amazing emerging at the end of it, like this beautiful butterfly or whatever winged creature you want to envisage right now as yourself, free and happy in your heart. So yeah, we've got to acknowledge it, we've got to feel it, and whatever emotion, whatever that stuff, that ugly, not so comfortable stuff that comes forward, have the courage to be in it and to move through it. Have the vision to move through it. Vision is actually another key aspect of this. What do you want to feel? Who do you want to be? What kind of heart do you want to create? A heart that is really open and free and happy. And what are the steps to get there? And there's no, same pathway for everyone. Everyone is different. Everyone's journey is different. What I find really helpful is obviously meditating and doing some really amazing practices that I've learnt from my spiritual teacher, Master Sha. One of those key practices has been a universal soul forgiveness practice. And this is how we actually self-clear our negative karma. You might not believe in karma, and that's fine. I'm not here to convince you either way. But for me, I do believe that we all have both positive and negative karma, also known as the blockages. The negative karma is blockages that are stored within our soul, our heart, our mind, our body. So the forgiveness practice is one of the major and most powerful and most amazing ways we can self-clear the negativity that affects our hearts and more. So I've been really fortunate to use the tool of this soul level forgiveness practice over the last 12 years to help transform my pain, my suffering, and chanting, singing is a big love of mine. And that chanting and singing meditation and practice, honestly, it's such a big transformer. It can truly uplift our spirits and open our hearts in a most magic and very fast way. And you might not be someone who feels comfortable singing or chanting, and that's fine. Maybe you like listening to music. So there's certain types of meditation music or high frequency positive music that we can, or mantras that we can access to totally transform the heart. Another tool is actually having or cultivating more compassion. And that has two streams: self-compassion and unconditional compassion for others. In our lives we can have people, friends, family members, people that come into our lives, people that exit our lives, and we can go through pain and suffering in some of these relationships. Some of these relationships can be quite toxic, and it's really a lesson and a gift for us to cultivate compassion for ourselves and for this person, this other soul on its journey. So there's some beautiful compassion mantras. One of the ones I'm honoured to chant and be a messenger for is the Da Bei Jo, which is the great compassion mantra, Guan Yin, the 87 Buddhas of Da Bei Jo. And yeah, I just, I'm really hoping that I can help anyone who may be watching who may be feeling stuck in their heart pain, the trauma associated with that, all of that toxicity and residue that's blocking your heart and preventing you from feeling true innate happiness and joy, because happiness truly is an inside job. We can't buy happiness. We can't rely on others to help make us happy. It is an inside job. And in closing, just for today, one of the mantras I learnt many years ago from my teacher, very, very simple mantra, literally is the word happy, and in Mandarin it's Kuai La. I'm not sure of the spelling. Kuai La in Mandarin, happy in English, and we used to tap our heart center, our heart chakra, our message center, as we chanted this, and this is a really great transformational tool. So I'm going to lead you through that for a couple of minutes, and just as an add-on, one of my daughters has been really suffering the last 6 months with in her mental body. She's in her teens, and it's a time of great change, and also a time where you can really start to feel that separation when the ego really kicks in, and you feel that separation more from your soul, your true self, your heart, and it's really difficult for kids in these times. So ancient wisdom is that our hearts house our soul, our spirit, our true nature, as well as our minds, our consciousness. So this practice of chanting Kuai La, happy, can benefit you in many ways. If you have any kind of mental conditions or trauma, things happening for you, any kind of heartache, heartbreak, heart pain, if you feel, disconnection, disorder, disharmony within yourself and in your life in any way, if you really suffer emotionally, if you feel like you're in a dark, isolated place, then you're not, and you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. There's people that love you, and there's many very caring, kind, loving and compassionate people that walk this earth doing amazing service. So many people are offering their hearts of service to you. So this is my heart of service to you. We're going to tap our heart centers, and we're going to connect and say, dear my soul, heart, mind and body, I love you. You have the power to release trauma and pain, any kind of heartache, disturbances, and be truly happy and joyful and soul aligned. Do a good job. And we connect to Mother Nature, the universe, the ocean, the sun, the moon, the clouds, heaven, Mother Earth, whatever you believe in. And we invite their light, their love, their heart's power to meld or to bless our hearts as to chant the mantra Kwaila, which means happy. And we're going to tap. It's like we're programming through this tapping, programming our heart with positive information and frequency, positive field. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. You can totally turn this into a song and a dance. You can move, you can stand up, you can skip, whatever. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting still. Feel the joy that is really the innate beauty of your pure, undisturbed heart. Freedom for your heart, liberation for your soul. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, happy, happy. One more time. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Kwaila, 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 Kwaila. Hey! So may this practice, this sharing serve you well, and I look forward to sharing more with you all very soon. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. You are loved.